I've been meditating wrong my entire life. Wishing you all happiness, clarity, and freedom today. It's another beautiful day out in the forest, out on top of the hill. We're enjoying ourselves. I hope you are enjoying yourself as well. I hope you're having a beautiful day. And today I'm going to talk about how I've been meditating wrong my entire life. And when I say meditating wrong my entire life, I really mean the past 2 or 3 years, because I really started to meditate in 2019. When I was 16, 17 years old, I started to meditate, okay? And before we get into that, I just want to say today is Saturday, May 14th, and yesterday was Friday the 13th, and today the moon actually entered Scorpio, and that means that it is the time of the lunar eclipse. So I want to tell you, do not expect this weekend to be super free-flowy, super easy, super amazing. Okay, do not expect that, because chances are it's not going to be that way. Now, this is okay because eclipse time, I'm realizing, is a huge time for growth, huge time for expansion, transformation. And I don't know about you, but there have been so many changes in my life just in the past week. So let me know below, if you have not, in my last video about the eclipse, let me know what kind of changes you're experiencing during this time, okay? Because there are so many changes going on. And this video has a lot to do with it, because I realized recently that I've actually been meditating wrong or improperly for forever. Now, I'll give you a little bit of background on my meditation story, okay? So I started to meditate back, like I said, I was a junior in high school. This wasn't even that long ago, to be honest. But yeah, I started to meditate, and this was when I also started to practice NoFap, No Nut November, that stuff, which has definitely changed my life forever. But yeah, I started to do that, and then I started to adopt all of these self-help practices that are just so amazing and that really changed my life forever. Things like meditation, cold showers, although I don't always take cold showers still. Cold showers, meditation, what else? Like I said, NoFap, all these things. I just started to do all these self-help things because I reached a point where I was unhappy in my life. I was unhappy with the person that I was, and I wanted to improve. I wanted to make my life better. So I did. And I started with guided meditations, as a lot of people do. A lot of people start with guided meditations just to have somebody guiding you through the experience. It's good for beginners, but it's always good to do guided meditations anyway. So I started with that, and to be honest, when I first started meditating, it was fantastic. It was amazing. I would go pretty deep. I would let go of a lot of things. It wasn't super easy because in the beginning there were still so many thoughts running through my head, so many thoughts going through. Like, I wasn't able to fully control my thoughts at that point in my life. But it was so amazing because I was actually putting all of my effort into it. And that's the thing with meditation. You have to show up to the meditation practice. It doesn't just happen on its own. This is what I'm really realizing. And this is how I've been meditating wrong, okay? So I started to meditate back then, and it was amazing. Okay, it was amazing. I was going deep, right? I was feeling super calm, super relaxed after these meditations, and I was like, oh my God, why have I not been doing these? Like, what the heck? Like, why have I not been meditating my entire life? Why did nobody tell me about this? Like, come on. So yeah, that was right when I started. And the months go on, the days go on. I meditate every single day, and I've been meditating every single day for like a year. Yeah, I've missed like a few days here and there, but every single day I meditate. And when you do something every day, sometimes you can start to do it with less effort. YouTube, for example, is something like that, where you can kind of lose passion for it, and I'm going to work my hardest to not let that happen, okay? I'm going to work my hardest to not let that happen. And I know it does happen for a lot of people, but meditation is something that over the months and over the years, I started to like let go of a little bit. I started to almost get a little lazy, if I want to say that. I almost got a little lazy with it. And I started to just kind of not care as much about it. Just kind of sit down for 20 minutes and do it. And the thing is that recently, like the past year, I haven't been putting nearly as much effort into the meditation practices as I was when I first started, right? I have not been putting nearly as much effort as I was when I first started. And that's why I've been meditating wrong. It was only like the first few months of meditation where I was really putting the effort, where I was really concentrating, where I was really focusing on being calm, being grounded, because meditation is something that requires a sort of strength, a sort of awareness. It's not like you sit down and sit in the pose and it just happens to you, right? If you have that kind of mindset, you're just going to get caught up in your thoughts, you're going to get caught up in whatever's going on in your life. But you really have to take control over your mind, and you have to become the calm, meditative mind. You have to embody it, and it takes a little bit of effort. But it's crazy because it's not like your usual mental concentration effort. It's more like the effort of letting go, and I really don't know how to describe it, because meditation isn't like anything that you do in your day-to-day life. It's the opposite. It's letting go of everything around you and doing nothing and being still. But you are doing something. You are controlling your emotions, you're controlling your energy, and that does require effort. It does require focus. So over the months, over the years, I started to get a little lazy with meditation, and the main thing that I've been doing wrong is when I meditate, right? When you sit down, when you meditate, it is very, very important. This is so crucial. It is so important that your posture is correct and that you are in a proper meditation position. Okay, this is the main thing that I've been doing wrong. Recently, when I meditate, I sit down, right? And my back is a little bit hunched over, right? My back and my spine is a little bit hunched over. And this is not the right way to meditate, let me tell you. Your spine must be in a natural, upright, erect position in order for the energy to flow up. The energy starts at the base of your spine, and the kundalini, like a snake, goes up your spine, and it goes up your chakra system, up to your third eye, up to your crown. And if you've been meditating where you're a little bit hunched over, even a little bit, you try sitting up straight, erecting your spine, and then you'll notice how when you meditate, you go so much deeper. You feel the energy coming up into your third eye. And I haven't even fully gotten used to this yet because, like I said, I've been meditating for a while where I'm not fully erect. I'm just kind of sitting there hunched over, because maybe this is just a problem for me, but for my whole life, I have played video games. And I'm not saying video games are bad. Video games were such a wonderful part of my life and still are. But what video games did to me was messed up my spine and my posture, because whenever I would play video games, guys, I would play for hours a day. Like, I loved video games so much. I loved playing with my friends. That was the best part of it, honestly, connecting with my friends, playing with my friends. We would play zombies, we'd do Easter eggs, and I still do from time to time. And it's amazing, because if you have something that you love, you should really just do it. But you have to be aware as well. Okay, when I was playing all these video games, I would have very poor posture for hours on end. And I've been playing video games my whole life. Started with the PlayStation 2, started with the Wii, right? back when I was like 8 years old. I've been playing video games forever. Even when I was like 4 or 5 years old, I was playing the PS2, the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I was playing this for hours on end. My mom would always say, "Go outside, go get some fresh air." And now I'm like, "No, I want to play these video games because it's so much fun." But now I'm looking back, I'm like, I should have just gone outside. Because it's so beautiful out here. But when I was playing all these video games, I would have very poor posture. And over the years, right, spinal posture and spinal curvature is something that can change over many years, over many months. And I'm really glad that I'm catching this now, because I had very poor posture. Always as a kid, I had very poor posture. I would always have rounded shoulders, and I've been working to kind of like stand up straighter, and I've been doing like exercises to strengthen my back. But I cannot stress the importance. Say hi to the airplane up there. I cannot stress the importance of proper posture when it comes to meditation. Okay? This is the reason that I've been meditating wrong. This is why I've been meditating wrong for so long. Right? And now I'm starting to meditate more erect, and it's not easy because these muscles in my core and in my back have not really been strengthened over the years. They've been weakened, and I got to strengthen them back up, and it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be so worth it, because now the energy can start at the base of my spine, the kundalini snake can rise up, and I can really properly meditate. And this is going to change my life forever. This one thing is going to change my life forever, because this doesn't just apply to meditation. This applies to when I'm eating, whenever I'm sitting down, when I'm in my car. I recently got a lumbar support pillow in my car because I would always have poor posture in my car as well. So I got that, and this is going to change my life forever. Okay, this is going to change my life forever, and this could change your life forever too. So if you have poor posture, I've always had poor posture as a kid, like me. Like, I've always had terrible posture. I've always had rounded shoulders, and I'm so glad I'm catching it now, because you got to catch it early, because over the years this adds up, and it's kind of like a chronic thing. It's hard to get rid of. So if you have poor posture, I recommend that whenever you're sitting down, sit up straight. Sit up straight. Focus on having a straight spine so the energy can rise up. It is so crucial, because I've always had solar plexus issues as well. And a big reason for this is because when I'm hunched over, the energy cannot flow up to my heart, up to the higher chakras. It's stuck in the lower three, right? It's stuck in the lower three, and it's all bundled up in there. And you don't want too much energy blocked. It was blocked in the lower chakras, and these blockages can manifest as so many different things that are not good, or that are just unpleasant. But I'm so glad I'm figuring this out now. It is so wonderful. I'm so blessed to have, gifted this information to me. And if you have poor posture, try sitting up straight when you're meditating, and even when you're eating, when you're sitting down, when you're doing anything that requires sitting down. Have better posture, and your life will change. And I'm only in the beginning. I'm still transitioning out of this, because it takes time. It takes a while. And I understand that, and I'm trying to tell myself that. It takes time to correct your posture, to unblock your chakras. But it's so worth it. And it's crucial to a happy life. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I really wanted to share this with you, because this is a big change that's going on in my life right now. Honestly, as a result of the eclipse, because there have been so many big changes going on right now. Again, let me know what you're going through, because right now is such an intense time period. And also, just a reminder, take it easy during this time. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be pretty. Don't expect it to be all wonderful, all amazing, because it's probably not going to be that way. Expect the worst. Brace yourself. Brace yourself for battle. Prepare for battle. It's not going to be easy. So with that, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful lunar eclipse weekend. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You're all amazing, spectacular, talented, wonderful, and make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.